SIddhartha and Beatrix, Canto 2, verse 10, Gods of the Little Mind. Summary: the poet attempts to realize God through self-inquiry. When reasoned imagination and contrariness challenge tradition, opening doors of revolution against the tyranny of rulers, waking and realizing they had been slaves, the gods of the little mind birthed unbridled thought. Their numbers swelled, and together in siblinghood plotted to unleash their choker's choke. Released from physical enslavement, their conclusions falsely held. They were the source and did not know it. They confused freedom with worth and reality with a dream. They desired a new earth and a new birth. They reached for equality and fraternity in unequal places, the fault laid on the head of Prometheus, which they struck off with a guillotine. He who had taken pity on their struggle, a third of heaven thrown down all at once. Intelligence was their only tool. Tilling the ground was their answer, turning rough shod ground into fertile land, and planting seed with intention. Removing stones and weeds that suffocated grasses to grow their own garden east of Eden beyond the passes. In the cradle of civilization they plotted against the Titans who had held them imprisoned. Then there were others who came later, who set I am upside down, where lies were told as truth, where the sublime was ridiculed and the mundane glorified, where thieves were made heroes and passions unbridled, where gluttony and avarice ran amok, where the ground became blackened by insatiable desires, where the earth quaked and spewed fire, seen as a glowing coal from the heavens, where the commonplace was admired as a sublime, scintillating, muddy boot, where chamber pots were made of gold and virgins descended the stairs, where casual expressions replaced timeless verse, where darkness and egotism were glorified, and a magical talisman cured the serpent's tooth, and where conspiracies were believed as truth, and the little gods imitated the good. The gods of the little mind removed Dharma from the human expectation, and reason was divorced from spirit. From that they created a new enlightenment, an empty nothingness sustained by the mind, and filling it with thoughts unrefined, not realizing they had left the main part out, the key that existed in spaces in between, where thoughts were the smoke screen. Going backward would lead them forward, but they had to know what it was to which they aspired. A supermind required superintelligence, established in omniscience. They pretended, I think, therefore I am, that I am had been acquired, but they continued to be stuck in the ever-sinking mire.